All right, everybody. Welcome back to Stranded Deep. It's really quiet right here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you right here. We have some change save slots. I just found this recently. So this is our game that we were playing. This is the playthrough that we're playing. I started another one here. And I want to hop in here because what I'm going to do... Oh, wait, let me show you here. What I did is this is where we're going to be working on the world here. I went ahead and placed it right here. So this one here. General G's first attempt. This is the island. What I want to do is I want to kind of come over here and make sure that everything is functional. So let's take a look. We'll jump in and see, and we'll just make sure that everything is actually like the things that we've placed. I want to make sure that they're accessible, like the little hut, the little shelters that we placed and all that. Just want to make sure that they're there and we can reach them and nothing's too crazy. So here we go. I have on my person some extra supplies. And here's the raft. There is the island so far. So let's get out here. Make sure there's not any hands. There we go. Come on, buddy. I don't really want to get eaten by a shark before we get over there. There's plenty more sharks where those ones came from, so let's just get over there. All right, let's go this way. Spin around in circles here. Yeah. So I think it would be fun after we get done with this. We're gonna hop out. Obviously, I'll probably exit out of the game and not save it, just so that way it at least goes back to the near island save. And we can. I'm assuming that what I can do is maybe re-upload the island after I edit it out. I can kind of put it in the same spot again. I think. Whoa. Whoa. What was that? Like the shark's knocking me around. But yeah, we're going to go check it out and see what we can see. So, here it comes into view. Not sure how it's going to go. I mean, we have quite a bit of dangerous things around here. I just kind of want to see, like, what the transitions look like. You know, what do we need to add? What do we need to do to make it the best experience, you know? And make it fun, not super difficult. So one of the things that we have discussed as I've been building this is that I want to make it fun to play and a challenge, but not excessively challenging, but not also excessively heavy on the loot. So I want to do heavy loot, don't get me wrong. There's plenty of stuff here for people to come and build a raft. Lots of clay, lots of rocks, lots of resources. But I'm not going to put, like, on the sea islands, or I've seen some, maybe not sea islands, but I've seen some where it's like, what was that? See that loading in right there? Where you have, like, 50 refined axes in one spot, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to do that. Yep, our sharks are coming up on us now, so I know we have quite a few sharks in here. We might need to take a couple out just to make it functional. We'll see. There's a great white. There's the goblin. Alright, let's go check it out. So, you can see everything that we've placed so far. All the little rock cliffs and everything. Looks really good, I think. This transition, this is kind of what I'm looking for. Something that kind of tapers down. This is a little steep for me. Like, I kind of want it to be nice and smooth coming up, so we might have to address some of this. You know, and I think that it's actually pretty deep everywhere. I don't remember if I put a shark in here or not. Let's see. Okay, so see, this guy, he doesn't actually have any room to move. So, he's stuck there. So, we need to make note of that. See, this is kind of steep, but I kind of like this, you know? It looks kind of good. To me, this looks pretty good. So here is our little alcove here. What I want to do is maybe jump off in here. I know it's pretty dangerous because I know I have several sharks in here. But let's see if we can make it through. Yep, so we have a couple of great whites. Maybe we should take one of them out. Maybe. There's 3 in here. The goblin shark's awfully close. So we have 3 right on top of each other. And is that, what is that, a hammerhead? Yep. So there's 4 right on top of each other. To me, that seems a little excessive. So maybe we'll come in here. We'll take out maybe we'll take out the goblin shark because I like the great whites. They're more difficult. They're more of a challenge. Let's wait for these guys to kind of get out of here. Well, maybe it was the goblin shark there. Let's go. Ready? Let's go. So remember, we placed this little spot back here, this little alcove, so that way we could grow, we could come in and out. To me, this looks a little funky. It's not really, it's not rendering in, actually. See that? Interesting. See that there? Oh, wow. Huh. I wonder if that's going to be the case for everybody. I don't know. Maybe we have too much stuff going on right here. Let's try it again. So we can get in here. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Can I catch those? Let's go up. Okay, so we can get out right here. So that's good. That looks good. The only thing I'm not too sure about is maybe we don't have the access all the way closed on the bottom on this one. So we'll have to look at that. Okay, we can climb up on these. That's kind of nice. Just kind of making spots to where we can escape the crabs and such. We have a couple fruit trees. We definitely need to add more trees. Although I'm not going to lie. I kind of like this dark look to it. Like, it's kind of rainy. But it's not sand, you know what I mean? It's almost like organic matter here. So I kind of like that aspect. I kind of like that. So we do have our crabs here. Let's see. A little bit, we need a little bit of refinement on the edges of the ocean here, I believe. So we'll have to take a look at that. So let's go over here. We have this spot here that I placed a shelter up here. Just like a little loot nugget, is that, if that's what you want to call it. So we can access it. That's good. So I just wanted to make sure that it's actually accessible. Because when you build these steps like this, you just never know if you're actually going to be able to get up on there. So there's the things that we placed. And this tub, or this container, I'm sorry, this one comes with the game. Like, or with the shelter. So when you put the shelter in here, it automatically places that. We placed a bow. You know, a few little things here just to help people get started. This one is obviously pretty inaccessible. Knowing what I know about the angles now, I'm probably going to have to change that one. Because it just doesn't look functional, right? It just doesn't look functional. So we'll have to check that out. And we will. Let's get around these guys here real quick. There is a sea anemone there. Let's go up here. I know we have the crappy spears, but you know, I didn't have time to make refined spears. This is kind of just a game I started on the second slot to see that guy kind of sailing over here. I know we placed quite a few sharks here. That one is also not rendering in. Let's see if it renders in when we get closer to it. But I kind of like this hill, like this mountainous kind of, you know, vegetation. You know, not just sand, but actually like... This looks more like decomposed, you know, weeds and plant matter. You know, organic matter. So these don't really... Fine, it did populate in. That's good. Is this one going to? Okay, so that one did too. We did place extra sharks down here because I want to make sure that, you know, for new people. Interesting. Like I feel like there's some rendering issues going on. Maybe it's still too big. You know? But like I would like to taper this down a little bit more. So instead of just having it to where it falls off on these edges, I'd like to have it taper down into the ocean. that's just me, kind of personal preference. Right now, it just looks very volcanic-y, like, hey, we just, you know, it's literally just poking up out of the ground, like, boom. You know, which is dramatic. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I like it. I don't know. Let's just put it this way. It's not like anything else that we've played before. So can we access this here? Okay, good. So we can. Just make sure all this stuff is actually functional. We don't necessarily need to look at the entire thing. There's the walkway over to the other side. Here's the ramp up. Here's the stuff that we placed. You know, all the little things, all the tires. There should be one extra tire. Yep, right there. Lantern on top. Great. I mean, that looks pretty good. Don't break your leg, dude. Alright, that looks pretty good. This looks good as well. It doesn't look like it's, like, cutting into it. Cool. So obviously some things just populate in, like at the shelter. Things populate into this one as well. So there's the vehicle parts that we placed. All the things. Looks good. And now we had planned it to where I could jump off here. Yo! Nice. That was fun. You know, just making little fun experiences like that where people can do that. There are sharks around us, though, so it is dangerous to jump off, but hey, we did it. Alright, let's take a look. That ship over there is a little interesting to me, how it's up there. You know, we do have quite a few sharks in here. But see, the depth at which I dug these is really steep. So. Yeah, I see multiple sharks over here. I kind of just want to get across this way. Let's go this way. Watch out, buddy. So kind of steep, you know? Let's see. Oh, look at that. Interesting. Maybe because of the sharp angles that it's rendering in. Maybe it needs to be slightly less angular or steep. I don't know. Like I said, it's our first look. Uh-oh. And these ones, we obviously haven't done anything with those yet, so no judgment on that one. No judgment there. Get out of here. You gonna come over here, or what are you gonna do? Got him again. Yeah, this stuff, obviously we need to place this stuff a little better. Where'd he go? Where is he? Did he run off into the water or what? I don't know. I'm not sure. He's gone either way. So if you see these ones here, you know, like these canals that we dug through here, they're just deep. I mean, look at that. It's just so deep. It's kind of scary. And I think that a lot of people, oh gosh. Go, bro. Ah! I forgot this was Danger Island right here. So we have a hog, we have a couple snakes over there. But then just looking at this, you know, just kind of taking an observation of this. I don't mind this kind of being a little scary. I just don't know if I want it like that all the way around. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I want it like, I don't know, super scary all over. Alright, let's take a look at this. There's one here that... Oops, what was that? Okay, some things. Okay, it is accessible. That's good. I don't think there's anything necessarily on here, but... Hey, get out of here, dude. Go around, bro. Go around. Yeah. So let's take a look at this little guy back here, because we did place kind of a shelter under here. Under this rocky area here. Okay, so we can access this as well. This dives off and goes down to a deep pit. I don't know if I want to go down there in the dark. Without a light. Let's see. Okay, we'll just do this. Okay, we'll just... I thought I could use my hands, but I cannot, so... So let's go over here. Go. Run, buddy. Kind of circle back around. We could go out to there, but there are sharks in there. Okay, so we can access some of this stuff. I did not... My intention was to not make it accessible to the top of the mountain, so... What do you guys think of that? Would you want me to make it accessible all the way up? So one thing that I'm just noticing is that these are just way too deep. I need to kind of smooth the edges of the island out. So that way, it is kind of fun though. Oh my gosh. So it is kind of fun though, where some of these are deep and you just slide right off into the depths. You know, that's kind of scary. But let's see if we can get up here. Okay, so it looks like we can get up. Hold on. Okay, yeah. We can get up here. We can access all the land bridges, which is great. And we can actually... I have some stuff down in the bottom there, but I don't think I'm going to wait around. I don't have a rest area here. Maybe I'll try to make an access to the stone bridge. I don't know. I don't know. Either way. Woo! There we go. Okay. Let's quit. Let's get back to the building. Now that we have an idea of what we're looking at here, let's go to the cartographer. Let's edit this guy. And let's jump right back in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that little bit of a walk around just to kind of see, you know, how you build it and what it looks like. So let's get in here and see what we were just looking at. We noticed that this hog disappeared. Why did he disappear? I think I need to taper these edges off just a hair, or smooth them out just a little bit. Let's turn the ocean off. Maybe smooth it? Okay, that seems to be working. It's still pretty deep. Oh, we didn't actually go out and look at the whale sharks, so... I feel like there was quite a few sharks all over. Alright, which is the one... Let me see here. Where we can taper it... like this. Like this. Maybe. That's a little bit heavier like on that side. Okay. Yeah. You make it look... Make it a little shallower, you know what I mean? That way it's not like such a dramatic plunge. Off into the depths of nothing, you know? Let's turn it just a bit. Kind of makes some of these a little bit less dramatic. Although it is kind of fun having these ones kind of crazy though. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. We'll do like this. And let's smooth it out. Okay, it is bringing it up a little bit. So maybe it won't be so bad. Maybe. See, that's actually taking it down. Like this one. That's opposite of what I want, so I want this one. I think. I mean, I don't really know. We'll take it like that, and then we'll smooth it again. A little less dramatic. I think this side, this little piece of island is too small for that guy. Is that why he ran off, you think? I don't know. Add a little bit. One thing we were talking about with Leanna and JM, we were talking about making a spot, you know, what do we want to do when you're building? You want a place for our base setup? Do we want a place for heavy loot, you know, which I want to do a little bit of both, honestly. I want to do some of all of that. Or do we want to make it like, you know, like a good spot for farming, things like that, you know? Like this looks pretty good. I feel like this looks like relatively shallow. Kind of make this a little bit, maybe we could even bring this back like this. Make this island a little bit bigger. And then smooth it out. Like so. See, because you know that's just like deep right there. You can tell from just from the water, you know. Live and learn, right? Live and learn. Okay. Now, I was thinking that there might be too many sharks in here. There's two. But then that goblin shark, oh, he's over here. It's kind of fun to have him here though, because he kind of like messes with this channel just a little bit. But we could actually connect this. We add a little bit more. Kind of make it just like not quite so. Sorry, I'm trying to get a decent angle here. You know, kind of make it a little bit more connected so we don't have to worry so much about it. And then I want to add some at an angle. I just haven't quite figured out how this all works yet. I feel like I want the opposite of that. So the way I see it is the darker side, which is to the left, and it fades to the right. I feel like it would add heavier on one side versus the other. So maybe, I don't know. It's really hard to tell. Huh. Look up. There you go. See, because that just seems almost opposite. Well, if it is opposite, this should be... So it's like it's taking it there. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll have to just kind of smooth it out. From what I can tell, you just kind of smooth it out and it kind of... Is it even doing anything? I can't even tell. Is it? Yeah, there it goes. Once it smooths out to a certain area, it kind of... It stops, you know what I mean? So we could smooth this out. Make this look a little better. Here. Make it look a little more natural, right? And then over here, that was actually where we could see down into the ocean. So maybe by smoothing these edges out, it'll help that rendering in. Take that out. Well, and I don't necessarily want all this to be like, you know, like a, oh, I feel safe on this island, you know? I mean, let's get real. Do you feel safe anywhere if you were like on an island like this? Probably not. So, maybe we'll leave it kind of dangerous. There, and then there was a couple spots. See, I'm thinking too, if he's here, maybe he won't go running off into the distance there, but who knows. Gotta smooth out some of these little sharp points here. Like this. Not taking anything out of there, are we? No. Okay. There was a spot right over here that I wanted to check out. Or was it down in here? Where you can see these little points like that, like right here. They just get they're just too sharp for the game. You know, kind of smooth that stuff out, you know. We want it like a Bob Ross painting. We don't want, you know, something all and go. You know, we want something, you know, nice. Not crazy. Oh yeah, see, then we got this stupid little rock here. Now we got a floater. Let's put him down here just like so. Okay, so I'm feeling okay about that. This is still a little deep here. But if we go like this, we can smooth it out, right? Make the transition a little bit better. It does take away from the island this direction, but it's not so deep. I'm gonna have to do it again, because I keep messing around with it. That's alright, we're gonna have to do all these. Let's see. Let's go back to objects. Let me zoom in here. Drop this guy down just a little bit. Did this guy float up? A little bit, yeah. Is he a floater? Could be. Are you floating? Maybe. This one might be floating a little too. Let's drop him. Just so that way it looks, we want it to look realistic, not like, you know, things floating around. And to me, it's really, you know, it's easy to do. Like, it's easy to miss something like that, but it just adds to the realism, I feel, if you can catch it. So we're gonna have to go back through here and lower all these rocks, but it's okay. I don't want to take too much out of there. Maybe a little bit out of that. Go in here to your objects. Go down with this one. Down here. There we go. Go, yeah, buddy. Come back up. There you go. Okay. So what we want to do now, I want to take a look at these rocks, make sure that nothing's floating here. So since we've kind of flattened everything out here, we could smooth it out a little bit here too. Let's go ahead and make the amount smaller and make it smaller like this. Oh, our tape went away. Can't do too much. Just trying to smooth it out, make it look a little washed, you know what I mean? Because there really are no angles like this. If you think about it, it's more angles like this, like it's just washed. Over here, I'm not so worried about the terrain going up like that. I think that looks pretty good. Now this guy didn't have enough room here, so maybe we need to go a little bit. He was just spinning here, so we want to kind of take some out. I know it kind of seems counterproductive to what we were just doing, but now let's smooth it. Make it a little bit bigger. Like so. And maybe that'll give him enough room to swim out. I don't know. We'll be back to check it again, so just kind of smoothing out some of the rough edges literally here. for now. Make it look nice and tapered. There we go. And like I said, I don't know. I kind of like this area here being kind of mountainous and almost vegetation. Like, you know, I kind of like that, but maybe we'll smooth some of this out. Kind of take some of this down, you know? Definitely should probably taper this, but I don't know. Again, some of it needs to be dramatic, you know? Let's make the size. If we make the size big like this, we can kind of drop it all at once instead of having to piece it together. That's definitely heavier in the middle, though. I guess that's the point, right? Add some back here, but we want this one because it's more heavy in the middle. And then let's smooth it. Smooth it out. And I think we'll leave that one kind of mountainous, and I might put our palm trees like over here, you know, and make, I don't know. Make that like a nice mountainous area, but then make this nice and shrubby. Maybe even surround it with some, let's go with this. I want to see what it looks like down here. Kind of a bowl here, but that's all right. Yeah. There we go. A little bit at a time. Okay. I think I do want to get rid of one of these. So we have 2 great whites in here, and I think that 3. Oh, 2 great whites and a tiger shark and a hammerhead. So I think I'm going to take this one out. I feel like that's too many. And then we'll place some of these. Let's do this. Kind of just place them over here. Maybe we can make a nice little spot for people to stay. Make it I don't want to take up too much, and if you're wondering too why I place them down into the ground so much, is because I've seen quite a few islands that have like this rounded edge showing here, and I don't really like that, so I'm like, I'm trying to push them down into the ground to where it looks a little bit more realistic like that. Try to anyways. Spin this guy. A little more spin. A little more down. Maybe create a nice little nestled area where people can build something like inside these. Let's go that way. Go that way with it. Be like so. See how that's kind of showing there? I tried to avoid some of that. Tried to. There's not, you can't make it perfect, so. Don't want to grab the ship. Spin it like so. A little bit further in. Okay. And I think we'll do the forest over here. The forest over here, and then I'll place some yuccas, some additional yuccas, just to make it make it beneficial, honestly. I mean, because there's not really anything worse than coming to an area like this and there's nothing there, you know? Like maybe we'll place some of these here and maybe place like one of these here. I want the rocks though. Let's see. What do these look like? Spin this guy in here. Like so. Just try to make it look interesting. That's all we're trying to do. I like to try to bring a little bit of realism and life to it by making it look not so cut and paste, you know? There's another small rock here, maybe. I think that'll work. And then maybe we'll place some yuccas kind of around here. Let's see. Trees. We haven't placed potatoes either, and I want to place like a whole patch because I want people to be able to make the pit, or not the pit, the fuel for that one. That's why we placed like four of the what are they called? Let me clone these real quick. Gas cans. That's what I'm trying to think of. Gas cans, petrol cans, whatever you guys like to call them. I know some of you guys are from Europe. Some of you guys are from the United States. Some of you guys are from South America. Some of you guys are, you know, you never know. Never know where some of you guys are from. Let's see. Let's go straight. I feel like that's a little high. It's kind of hard to tell unless you're like down here with them. That looks pretty good. I just am trying to avoid that. Kind of want to avoid that. You know, we don't want anything flying. Because guess what? There's no flying trees. Right? Unless it's like a hurricane or something. Then they go flying. Spin it. Let's do a couple more. Make it kind of... We want it to be worthwhile. And then we'll place some saplings here as well because we want it to be able to... We want it to grow back. Right? Alright, now where are the saplings? Palm saplings. And then we'll call it good on this side. I don't want to overdo it, you know? Then we'll place like one palm tree here. Or two, one or two. Like so. Just like that. A little bit of a nook, but let's get real. Let's put a couple more things here. Let's put a couple ficus trees. But okay, so let's say this is a desert, right? I don't like that one. Yeah, get rid of that one. So let's say this is a desert. So you can't chop down that one either. Oh well, we'll place some that you can chop down around it. Like so. So if this is the desert, like a desert area, put a couple of small saplings in here. What would be here? What would be in here? Let's take a look down here. Make sure none of these are floating. I think that looks pretty good. As long as we don't come through and mess with it, it should be alright. Maybe drop that one a hair. Drop this one a hair. Just until they're touching. Just to give it that little realism that we're looking for. Okay. So let's say this is a desert, right? What would be in here? Unfortunately. Unfortunately. Yeah. Unfortunately, one of these would be in here. And why did it place him so high up? I have no idea. So let's place them like that. Okay. Not too many, because I think the snakes are annoying. I do. So I don't want to do too many. And so on that note, what we ought to do is be nice and have a couple peepee plants. Where are they? And at least give them a little bit of, you know, anti-venom. So we have a snake over here as well, so let's be nice. Let's place a peepee plant there as well. So this is kind of what I was looking at here. This is that little, like, underground hidden area. That's kind of rough around the edges here. Let's move it out square. It's not really looking that good, is it? What are you doing back there? You're just adding to it. What are you... Okay. I feel like the full smooth... It's just too small of an area here for us to really mess around in. And because we don't want to give everybody, you know, so much loot that they, you know, I don't know. I'm not going to put anything in here. We're going to leave it kind of rugged, jagged, a little bit crazy. Because ultimately we want a little bit of danger. Sorry, I keep going the wrong direction. Ultimately we want a little bit of danger. But not too crazy. So we've got ourselves a little desert area here. Now, what we were talking about, so what you could probably do... Whoa, there's the... So you could build some farms over here, right? I think. Make this a nice flat area. So we could build farms over here. Let's go ahead and move these objects over here, because we were messing around with those, and they're kind of just hanging there. Does it mess up our farming? Kind of, but, you know. This tree. Come over here, tree. Like so. Okay. Not too bad. And so this would be like a nice area for people to, you know, plant some farms, whatever. Kind of feel like there should be like a rock right here. Let's see. Let's do like one of the big rocks. And actually, speaking of big rocks, we need to look at that other enclosure over there. I mean, I can set that one there, but I want something more like this. And then we'll kind of punch him down in the ground, but we're going to turn him. Kind of like that. Let's turn the water on, see what that looks like. See, what I don't want to do is have like it... I don't want to have it connect over here. I would like it to be back a little bit further. Yeah, let's place some shore rocks. Let's see. Shoreline rocks. They're kind of generic. I wish there was a few more. But we do what we have to. Shoreline. Make it a little difficult for people to build something here. And now this guy's flying. Let's place him down. Okay, let's add the ocean back, kind of see what that looks like. See, it's still pretty steep, but I kind of like that. I'm not going to lie, I kind of like that. Maybe add a little bit more here. Whoa. That looks awkward. kind of smooth it out here. Just to give it like an interesting look. You know? I don't know. Like, you don't want to fall on that because you're gonna end up busting it. Well, that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and turn the ocean off. So that has created a little bit of shallows for us, so that's not bad. Do that here. Sometimes it's kind of nice to have the ocean there so you can see how deep it actually looks. And it would be kind of fun just to have a random cliff out here. Maybe just above the water. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Let's go with some more shoreline. Oops. Like that. There. Okay. So that gives it a little bit of depth, you know, like that way we have a little bit of like, to me, this is what the Pacific Ocean is. It's a nice, from what I can remember, it's a nice little gradual and then it just goes boom, it gets dark. And to me, that's kind of scary. Not gonna lie. I remember as a child going to the Pacific Ocean and seeing it and just being like, that's scary. And I've never liked it ever since then. Like I'm not big on that. Not big on it. I don't know why I don't know why I'm doing this here, but it's because it's fun now. This is fun. I want to leave these hills here though. A little bit of interesting landscape, somewhere to kind of get away from these crabs, but not too much of a retreat, right? Not too much. We want to leave a little bit. And I like this little knoll here. You know, me and my little knolls, like a building in Manor Lords or whatever, like I think that it adds, the topography adds just a little something that just makes it nice. Just makes it nice. Okay, so now we're going to go crazy with trees, right? Yeah, let's go crazy with some trees here. We need to come back and fix this guy, but I'll probably do that next time. I would clone them, but then you have to move them like crazy. At least when you pull them in like this, they're dragging on the ground. Sharp edges? Yeah, I see it. I see it. A little more natural looking. A little more better. There we go. A little more better. So let's put some more in here. And why aren't they growing like this all over the island? Well, you know, I mean, do evergreens grow everywhere, or do they grow in the forest in the mountains somewhere? You know, like they don't grow everywhere. They grow where they were, you know, where they fell. So that's why they're not everywhere. Like this. And I kind of like the way it looks, like I said, even without any bushes or anything. It just looks like decomposed matter. Which to me says, hey, these trees have been here for a while. This whole thing's been like this for a long time. So these trees have been living and dying here for a while. Okay, a couple more. Do some the next size down. And I'll throw a couple small ones in there, even though I really don't like the small ones. I think they're a pain in the neck. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I think we could probably taper this down, but I kind of like the dramatic offshore feel of this, you know, like the whole sense of like, oh, well, we're just going to go out here to this boat and collect the things. Yeah, right. You know, like, yeah, you can try. You can try, but here's this dude out here who wants to eat your lunch, and he just might, so. We'll smooth it out a little bit, though. And I kind of like adding this land in here, so let's do that a little bit more. Let's do a little bit more of that. I kind of want to go size. I don't know, just make it look interesting. We did talk about a little cove, like building a cove that the that people can bring their boat into and maybe parking it there. So maybe that's what this is. I don't know. To me, it's just kind of like, I don't know. It just makes it look, I don't know, not so cookie cutter, you know? We got the beam team for the cookie cutter stuff. And then we could just like do a couple of, yeah, let's do objects. We'll go up here to rocks. And then we'll do like another cliff or so, like out here. And then just like have these cliffs just like kind of, I don't know, just kind of like hanging out here. I don't want to see where that sits according to the water. Let's see. You know, just kind of, ooh, kind of scary, you know? Let's add a little more here. Add a little more around it. Just for kicks. Make some shallow water here. Let's smooth this out. What do we want to put off out here? Do I want to put anything off out here? Maybe I do. Let's see. Let's go to items. No, we're going to go to structures. Let's see. Let's find a small wreck. Like this guy. That we can kind of nestle in here. But then, like, let's kind of make it to where it's like, if you can imagine, you know, like we're coming out here, we're looking, we can see the ship, but then when we come out here, it just like points off down into the black void of nowhere. Like it's just barely hanging on, you know what I mean? Like it's just barely there, dude. Like one good little push and that sucker's gonna go off into the bottom of the ocean forever, you know? Like that's the kind of things that I find slightly terrifying. Little things like that, you know? So I like to try to convey some of that. You know, are there a lot of wrecks in this one? There are, but you know, it's kind of fun. Now what could we put like right out here on the tip? Let's put like something like a tasty morsel of something for them to come out here and grab. Let's see, items, maybe an air tank. That was also suggested. Or because we have so many deep, you know, deep areas here. Probably not a bad idea, so anybody who plays this, you can thank Leanna for that one. You're welcome. Or thank her. And then, let's go here. A few little things, you know? Maybe a cloth here, you know? Like, something to make it worthwhile. bring it up out of the wood there. Let it just float there. What else would be worth it? Well, I don't think we've placed a hoe anywhere, so maybe we'll just place like this here. Kind of rotate it, not that way, but no, like this. And then back just a hair. And then up. No. Like this. Get that one. Yeah. Okay. So that's kind of cool. Let's go the right way. How about we do that? So that's kind of fun. So if we come back here, we'll turn on the ocean and kind of see, I don't know, just like getting a little funky with the dirt, just making it a little bit interesting, not so blah, you know? We are changing the dynamics of what this looks like, but maybe we want to come out here with this one to come out to the tip. Give everybody like a little bit of a sense of security, you know, a little bit of not so scared to come out here. Maybe. Like, we want them to come out here. We want them to come look. We'll smooth it out just a hair. That'll be just under the water. Not a huge fan of that. Let's see. Let's add a little more here. Needs to kind of flatten it out just a hair. There we go. Let's see what that looks like. Kind of looks a little strange. Let's see. Maybe not so round. Do some shallows here. That crab just got lost in the who knows where. Where'd you go, dude? Oh well, he's lost forever, yeah. Okay, let's see what that looks like. That's kind of cool. Some little shallows here. Is that a tiger? Yeah, that's a tiger shark though. Yeah. Okay. Well, we did a little bit of work today. We added a forest. We added a little area over here. What I want to do, let's add some potatoes before I go because I don't want to forget next time. Because we probably will again. Potato patch. Let's go ahead and do that like kind of sporadically here. There we go. You know, just enough to where you could harvest some. You'll have some, but maybe to where you will need to build a farm. You know. Because ultimately we're trying to drive people somewhere, right? We're trying to drive people into exploration. We're trying to drive them into having a fun enjoyment of the game, but also enjoying a work of art that we've created. So I want to check over here real quick. This was also a trouble spot here. So if we come in here, didn't I want to delete this guy? I'm not distracted, everybody. I'm just... Yeah, there's just too many here, so... Let's grab this little guy here. It's actually really difficult to get... thing that you're trying to actually look at here. Alright, we'll get rid of the one, and then let's go in here. Okay, so why? Why can we see this here? Let's see. If we want to be able to swim to that spot and come up here, I want this spot to be blocked out. So we need more rocks. No, we need rocks, not this one. Let's go here. And we're going to drag and drop it right here. Like that. And I know I just blocked the whole way, but we're going to move him. Okay. So that we'll have to see. Let's get out of here and we'll go up here and see what that did. Hopefully that made it to where this spot is the spot where we come up. Let's make sure he's not poking out in some weird... let's see. Go up, buddy. Make sure he's not poking out like in some strange spot over here. Oh, it looks pretty good. It's all hidden. So that's good. It's a nice spot over here too where you could build your raft, set up all kinds of things. You know, lots of stuff. Lots of rocks, lots of clay. You guys let me know what I need to add. What else do you think I should add? Because we've kind of added a lot of rocks, a lot of wild animals, a lot of wrecks. A lot of lore. I'm not sure I even like these guys here, but I just did them just to try it out. I did not add anything to this one. But there's nothing really out here, is there? Yeah, there's just the goblin sharks, so they'll have to deal with that. And then there's a couple whale sharks just to freak people out. Maybe we'll put one of those over here too. Put one like right here. Just to freak people out, you know what I mean? I mean, it's just kind of fun. I mean, the whale sharks don't hurt you anyways, right? They don't do anything. We'll just make it kind of interesting and entertaining. Good times? Alright, so we will go ahead and add two more. I'm going to add one more thing here. Let's see. Let's just add some of these. Because it was pointed out to me that we have a lot of deep spots to go to. So we might want to add some air tanks here. So let's do that. Let's add those. Seem like they're kind of like poking into the ground just a hair. Maybe not quite exactly the same way. For people to find, that way they can actually come over here and actually go diving. Right? But yeah. Let me know what you think so far. I think we could do better next time. I think I've dedicated myself to this bit here, and so we're kind of stuck with it. But we have a little bit of everything that we might need. We have some yuccas, saplings all over. I'm going to add more. We'll come back. This won't be the end of it. I want to fix this wreck. Maybe stand it up a little bit. Maybe even like sink him, put the tail in, like coming into here and going deep down into the ocean. In just a scary way. That way it's kind of like freaky, but I don't know. I don't know if I like these things here. It is what it is. But I think we're going to call it right there. It's been about an hour. Let me know what you guys thought of the walkthrough. Let me know what you guys think of the island thus far. I mean, it's getting busy, but, you know, I think it's alright. I think it looks pretty good. But, hey, I want to thank you guys for hanging around. Thanks for watching. Thanks for everything that you do. Liking, chatting, talking. Make sure you go over there and see if you want to join the Discord if you want to. I got that barely set up. And, yeah, If there's anybody that knows a lot about Discord that wants to help me set it up, feel free to reach out. You can email me. You know my email address. It's on the website, on the YouTube channel. All right? Guys, thanks for hanging around. We'll see you guys on the next episode of Stranded Deep Island Builder. Take it easy, guys.